So it's not Pennywise, and this is interesting. This just got really interesting. Kings and Queens, welcome back to the second channel. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. I'm wearing my own merch, as you can see. See, take a look. Can you see down here? It looks pretty cool. There you go. I'm going to be giving these away at the Dead by Daylight event. So if you guys are going to be there, join my Discord so I can reserve one of these for you. I have a whole bunch of different sizes, but I already got so many requests. So if you are going and you want one, please shoot me a message in Discord. Just join general at me, say you're going, tell me your size. If you don't want to tell me your size, you could just message me or something. I don't know. Anyways, let's talk about all the news that we have for today. Pretty much DBD tweeted out and they said that it's not the balloons that are the hint. Let me actually get the tweet up here. They said it's not the balloons. They aren't a hint. Forget the obvious. Look deeper. 4 hints for the anniversary can be found on the trailer posted on socials. One of which has already been found. And that one is a life of the party. So that is, if you input it, you get a Dwight charm. And they said 2 more hints remain exclusively in the trailer shown during SGF, Summer Games Fest, on the 26:57-minute mark. Each remaining one represents a different reveal coming this Sunday. So that's rather interesting. That is very interesting. So basically, they're like, the balloon is not the hint. I feel like they had to say this, kind of like with my previous video that I talked about. Everybody kind of believed that it was going to be Pennywise. It was going to be it. And obviously, as we always do, we tie things together. I'm happy that they kind of came out and said this, and I know people are extremely disappointed, which is super valid, considering a lot of things insinuated that it was going to be Pennywise. And that's kind of what I was saying, like in my previous video. It either has to be Pennywise, or people are going to be upset if they just got misled, essentially. And of course, to DBD's defense, we're tying the loose ends together. But I mean, when you see balloons, when you see a red balloon, when you see a clown floating around, like, you're going to assume certain things, and that's why we correlated this with Pennywise. That being said, they basically said the balloons are not a hint, and I think this is just basically shutting the door on Pennywise completely. It's nothing to read in between the lines here. I think this just means we're not getting Pennywise whatsoever, and that chapter remains and will probably continue to remain locked down. But what does it mean? Who are we going to be getting? And obviously you clicked on the video, so you know that Terrifier might be the next leader. And again, I don't know how I necessarily feel about this. I talked about this in some of my previous videos where the producer, I believe, tweeted at Dead by Daylight a bunch of times, and they're like, hey, like, you know, we want to be in your game, set us up. But they continued to do this, and I just thought it was a bit unprofessional. I think DBD probably thought that too, but again, that's just me speculating. Maybe that was where the conversation started, and because of that, 2 years later now, or 3 years later, or even it might be even longer than that, now it's finally coming into the game. I gotta say, the other day I went to Comic-Con with Polly, and the amount of Terrifier things that I've seen, and Art the Clown people and just merch, I was like, wow, like, this is much bigger than I thought, more so than a Pennywise or a Jason. And you know, I still seen those things there. They had bits and pieces of it, but man, was there so much Art the Clown stuff everywhere that you kind of turn. And the reason why Art the Clown is now the leader for the conversations about what could be another announcement coming is obviously Dead by Daylight is spelling out there's 4 hints here, and 2 of those hints are specifically only on the Summer Games Fest. People seen that, like, the doors are a bit different. I'm assuming maybe this has something to do with the movie or something like that. I mean, their cinematography is amazing, right? So maybe this is them saying, like, the movie's coming. It's just interesting that hints are different on both of the different like the Summer Games Fest versus what they posted, and obviously none of us picked up on that, and that's why they tweeted this to kind of throw us a bone and be like, yeah, you guys kind of got this all wrong. But anyways, the reason why Terrifier is now the leader is because there's been a band that essentially kind of tweeted out a little kind of promotional thing, saying that they have some promotion going on or something coming, and the band is called Ice 9 Kills. Now, I personally haven't heard about them before. The only thing that I've seen of them is this and DBD. I haven't heard or seen anything about them whatsoever. However, they basically tweeted out, and I'm pulling up the tweet right here. They tweeted out that Nightmare on the 9th became Nightmare on the Knife. What kind of nightmare could be coming next? And in the background, it says Nightmare, and we don't really know what's in the background, but in the background, you could clearly see it's like Dead by Daylight. It probably Gas Heaven. Gas Heaven, by the way, seems to be a recurring theme for whatever reason. We've seen this with Ice 9 Kills now in their little trailer. In the Scary Movie, like if you watched it, you can see it in the background. That's also where Ghostface is at. So it's becoming this odd recurring theme that we keep on seeing throughout. I don't know if Gas Heaven specifically might have any teases. I might have to go and take a look at the map in full detail to see if there's anything going on there. But yeah, anyways, if you remember not too long ago on the main channel, I made a video saying that Dead by Daylight, their official account, tagged Rhea Ripley, and that was really odd and puzzling. We tied it to just maybe Eric Pope, you know, just joshing and he was doing his thing. But Rhea Ripley, as you know, is a big fan of Terrifier or Art the Clown. So maybe that's why they tweeted at her. Ice 9, people are correlating that they had their own song in Terrifier. And they even have, like, I think merch collab or something like that. I'm not sure. I haven't done my full research. This is the second channel after all. So people are speculating that, hey, like, this is probably why all of these things are coming together. And it might just be bundled all into one, which would be rather interesting. Again, I haven't seen the Terrifier movie, so please, someone in the comments, educate me, talk to me about it. Do you think it's a good fit? Do you think it's a bad fit? I've always heard some controversy around it where people either really want Art the Clown to come in, or people really don't want it to come in. And I don't know if that's a case of just, you know, the minority being loud in the sense of like, it's just people that hate on it to hate on it, or if it's because there's an actual genuine reason. I don't know. I haven't seen the movies, and I'd love to be educated if anybody has any details on why it's even controversial. I guess I could probably just Google it. I haven't gotten that far. That being said, it looks like this might be the front runner. This potentially is what we could be seeing in DBD. I'm still skeptical. I don't think it's really painted that black and white for us. See what I did there? You know, Art the Clown, black and white. Anyways, I don't think it's painted that black and white as Jason was, with everything being 13 seconds, 13 seconds, 13 seconds. I think if that was the case and we kept on seeing 13 seconds, 13 seconds, 13 seconds, then we would have been like, okay, you know what? Like, this is definitely Art the Clown. Like, if we kept on seeing, like, things that correlate to him, like a little tiny hat or something like that. Which reminds me, people are tying together like the trash bag with Art the Clown as well. But again, like when you think about it, with all the Pennywise stuff, the red balloons, the balloons going up, the severed hands, the balloon in front of the White's face, like, I don't know. To me, like, if that wasn't necessarily on purpose and that was just more so to say happy birthday, like, it's an interesting choice. A very interesting choice. And so much so that they clearly had to come out and say, hey, like, you know, this isn't what you think it is. Let me know how you guys feel about this in the comments down below. Like I said, at the end of the day, your opinion is what matters the most. All of our quick plugs coming up, as you guys know. If you use code KING, whether you're actually buying something or you're just inputting it, you'll be entered into a giveaway that's going to be running all month long. I just realized I didn't actually pick the winner, so I need to do that like right now. But we're going to be giving away a Dead by Daylight U2s and some goodies that I get at the Dead by Daylight Montreal event. There's going to be lots of those goodies, so make sure you guys are tuning in. You can still do it right now. That being said, as well, I'll be at the Dead by Daylight Montreal event. If you guys are coming, make sure you let me know so I can get you some t-shirts or some goodies, some stickers, or even to say hi. That'll be awesome. Again, super surreal that I'm there and I can officially say, like, I'll be doing autographs, I'll be at the game station, and there's a lot of other things that I'll be doing. I'll be walking about. You'll see me. You can't miss me. Well, maybe you can. I'm pretty short. But yeah, we're going to be trying to get you as much content as I can. There might be a vlog, maybe on this channel, maybe on the main channel. I haven't thought about it yet. Maybe potentially getting some interviews. I'm going to try to walk around, and maybe a game show with some other creators, so stay tuned for all of that. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy. As always, I'm the King. I tip my crown to you guys, and we'll see you in the fog.